This is the secret story of the most famous landmark in all of Greece, the Acropolis in Athens. I'll share with you stories and insights that bring this place to life and help you appreciate its beauty, history, and cultural significance. But first, I have a question for you. What comes to mind when you think about the ancient Greeks? Is it their incredible art and architecture, their contributions to science, literature, and democracy, or their mythology and legends? Well, if you said yes, then you might be interested in what we are doing here at our channel. So consider subscribing to join me on this journey through time. Alright, let's dive into the secret story of the Acropolis in Athens. So let's start with location. The Acropolis is located in the heart of Athens, Greece. It sits atop a rocky hill that rises about 150 meters, or 490 feet above the city. This hill was chosen as the site of the Acropolis because it was both naturally defensible and prominently visible from all parts of the city. In fact, the name Acropolis itself means high city in Greek. The ancient Athenians believed that the hill was the home of their patron goddess Athena, who had defeated her brother Poseidon in a contest to become the city's patron deity. And so they made it the religious and cultural heart of their empire. Construction of the Acropolis began as early as the Neolithic period. However, the most famous monuments were built in the 5th century BCE during the rule of Pericles, which is considered to be the golden age of Athens. During this time, the Acropolis became the center of Athenian pride, power, and glory. It was a symbol of the city's wealth and military strength, as well as a showcase for its artistic and intellectual achievements. Now, let's talk about the main monuments of the Acropolis. First up, we have the Parthenon, which was a temple dedicated to Athena, the goddess of wisdom and the patron of the city of Athens. Built in the mid-5th century BCE, it is widely regarded as one of the greatest examples of ancient Greek architecture. The Parthenon was not just a place of religious worship, but also a symbol of Athenian power and wealth. Its construction involved the use of rare and expensive materials, such as Pentelic marble, which was quarried on the site itself. The temple's interior housed a colossal statue of Athena Parthenos, which was sculpted by the famous artist Phidias. This statue, along with the temple's other decorations, depicted scenes from the Trojan War and the daily life of ancient Athenians. Unfortunately, the Parthenon was destroyed in a fire in 480 BCE during the Persian invasion of Greece. However, its remains still stand today, and they continue to inspire awe and wonder in all who see them. Next, we have the Erechtheion, which was a temple dedicated to both Athena and Poseidon, who were the two gods that had competed for the patronage of Athens. Construction of the temple began around 460 BCE, and it was completed about 10 years later. However, it was continuously modified and expanded throughout ancient times. One of the most famous features of the Erechtheion is its Porch of the Caryatids, which consists of 5 marble columns that are shaped like women. These columns served as both a structural support for the roof and a decorative element. They are believed to represent the daughters of King Erechtheus, who sacrificed themselves to save their father from a watery grave. The Erechtheion also houses several other notable works of art, including a statue of Athena and Poseidon and a series of reliefs depicting the battle between the gods and the giants. Another important monument on the Acropolis is the Propylaea, which was the monumental gateway to the entire complex. Construction of the Propylaea began in 447 BCE and was completed about 10 years later. It was designed by the architect Mnesicles, and it consists of 3 main sections. The central section contained a large room that served as a treasury for the Acropolis, while the 2 side sections contained staircases that led to the upper level. The Propylaea was decorated with sculptures of various gods and heroes, as well as with paintings of mythological scenes. It was not only a ceremonial entrance to the Acropolis, but also a symbol of Athenian wealth and power. And let's not forget the Temple of Athena Nike, which was a small temple dedicated to the goddess of victory. Construction of the temple began in 440 BCE, and it was completed about 10 years later. It was designed by the architect Callicrates, and it is known for its unique circular shape, as well as its fine and delicate proportions. The temple was decorated with sculptures of griffins, which were mythical creatures with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle. These sculptures symbolized the swiftness and power of Athena Nike. The temple was considered to be one of the most beautiful and harmonious structures on the Acropolis. But the Acropolis was more than just a collection of impressive buildings. It was also a center of religious worship, politics, and arts. On the Acropolis Hill, there were several other structures such as the Odeum of Herodes Atticus, which was a theater that was used for musical performances and competitions. There was also a number of workshops and storage buildings, as well as residential quarters for the priests and other personnel. Moreover, the Acropolis played a vital role in the cultural and intellectual life of ancient Athens. It was here that some of the greatest philosophers and thinkers of the ancient world gathered to discuss and debate various topics such as politics, ethics, and the nature of the universe. The Acropolis was truly a microcosm of Athenian society, a place where religion, politics, art, and philosophy came together to create a vibrant and dynamic community. When we look at the architecture of the Acropolis, we see masterpieces of classical Greek architecture, which is characterized by its harmony, balance, and simplicity. The use of marble and other high-quality materials, as well as the precision and elegance of the structures, reflect the wealth and sophistication of ancient Athenian society. The buildings were not only meant to be functional, but also to be aesthetically pleasing and inspiring. The Acropolis Hill was not just a place of worship and governance, but also a place of beauty and contemplation. Today, the Acropolis in Athens, Greece, is listed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, and it is considered to be one of the most important and influential archaeological sites in the world. Every year, millions of tourists visit the Acropolis to marvel at its beauty and to learn about its history. The Acropolis represents not only the ancient Greek civilization, but also the foundations of Western culture, including democracy, philosophy, and the arts. It is a reminder of the achievements and contributions of the ancient world and the importance of preserving cultural heritage for future generations. As you can see, the Acropolis is much more than just a collection of ancient ruins. It is a symbol of human achievement, creativity, and the pursuit of excellence. It is a place where history, art, and culture come together to create a truly unforgettable experience. If you want to know more about the history of ancient Greece, check out my other videos and subscribe for more. Also, I would love to hear your thoughts about the Acropolis in Athens. What do you find most fascinating about this place? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. Until next time.